Hi everybody, welcome to Urban Aerial Fitness. My name is Alex. I'm one of the owners and I'm very excited to introduce to you today one of our superstar students, Danielle.
Hello.
I take full credit for all her success in aerial and pole. No, I'm kidding. Danielle's been with the studio for quite some time, and we're just here to find out some details about her journey and why she loves aerial and pole and the studio. So, and I get to brag about that. So, yay. Dani, how long you been with the studio?
God, I took my first class probably, I want to say 5 years ago at least. And I've been a member for about 4 years.
Yes, I remember that because she was coming, I think, maybe
Randomly.
once every couple of weeks or so.
Once every month at most.
Yes, and
yeah.
I remember it was before I was a teacher, and I would always look at you and be like, she's so strong and naturally good. Why isn't she here every day? And then fast forward, I was working here, and then I started poking and be like, you should be here more. You should do a showcase. So tell me, what's your favorite apparatus and why?
I started with silks, and
Yeah.
that was my favorite for a while, but it's quickly moved up to be pole. Hoop is the second favorite now. Silks has kind of dropped to third, but I still love all three. But
I know, I remember.
pole has my heart.
I remember you were always on the aerial room only, and you would always only do the very basic silks and hoop class,
Yeah.
and that was it. And then now we've had you do solo performances, and yeah, she's gone to the dark side. She's in the pole room now, and she's fabulous. What's your favorite thing about the studio?
I want to say the people. I mean, it's a great atmosphere. You walk in and everybody just says hello. Everybody's very encouraging in class. It's just overall, it's a great atmosphere, and I think everybody likes that you get so much support here.
Yay. Out of all the teachers, I know this is kind of a trick question, and it wasn't my idea to ask. It was Rudy, my husband's, but no pressure. And I won't tell anybody except for the people that will watch this. Who's your favorite teacher?
Well, now I will have to say I don't truly have a favorite teacher. I have favorites.
Because we're all amazing here.
Well, they are. They're all great, but they're all great in different ways. Like, obviously, Amanda and Erica are both the classes I take the most because of pole, and I love their classes equally. They teach in different styles, and so depending on what I'm looking for, one class might be one way, one might be another way, and it depends on the day, how I'm feeling. But I do have to give a shout out to Amanda because she did kind of start me with my pole a little bit more.
She lured you in.
She did,
and
she
from
was
us.
and she was really good, and supportive on all of it. So, yeah, I have to say thanks to Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda. We love Amanda. Okay, I have another question about the skills that you practice. Tell me one move that you thought was maybe unattainable, was your nemesis move, or that you never thought you could do it, and now you have it.
Well, I have to go back to my silks years for that, and like everybody, the straddle back was a struggle.
Yes, struggle.
That was a struggle, and I see so many people struggling with it, and it was really exciting when I got that one, and it's easy now, so, it's definitely one that I was proud to get.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now, tell me a move that you're trying to conquer or something that you're trying to achieve that's going to be under your belt next.
In pole, I'm trying to get my handspring. While I get it off and on, it's not consistent, and it is something that I think most polers really, really want to get, and
Yeah.
that's something I'm close to getting consistently, but I'm not quite there yet. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get it because you're full of surprises. So, all right, stay tuned, and we're gonna see her handspring probably soon. Maybe the next few months. Maybe the next showcase.
Maybe.
We'll see. Now, here's a fun question. If you could, your present self, your present badass aerialist polar, can go back to the beginner Danielle when she first started trying this, what would you tell her?
2 things. I would say don't get discouraged, because it was, a little discouraging in the beginning, when you're just trying to do things and you can't. Second thing would have been to start flexibility classes back then, rather than waiting years later to start my flexibility classes.
Don't wait for your teachers to
Yes.
nag for a year or so until you
Yep.
get there.
Flexibility was one of the things I wish I had started from day one,
Yeah.
along with my classes.
But it's never late, and here we are.
No.
So, okay, now going back to before your, pole years and super strong aerial skills that you have now. Tell me what your first aerial class was like.
God, I will say it was silks, and I was able to climb, so that was exciting. But it was difficult. I'm not gonna lie. You need a lot of strength, but it was exciting and it was challenging, and I wanted to come back and do more. It definitely had me hooked. It was a little intimidating at first, so everybody's in the same boat. That's the one thing I think people don't realize. We're all in the same boat when we start. We don't
We're
have that strength yet,
yeah.
And then you see others who can do things, and it can be intimidating, but you just stick with it and you get there. So.
Okay, if you have to give advice or encourage someone who might be wanting to try this for a long time, pole or silks or hoop, what can you tell them? But they're scared and feel like, oh, they're not a gymnast, or they're not in their 20s, or they've never done this before. Like, what do you say to them?
Well, I started aerial in my 40s. So I will say age is not a factor. I didn't start with all the strength that I have now, and I'm now the strongest I've ever been in my...
And flexible,
and
your flexibility.
way more flexible than I've been since I was a child. As an adult, this is the most flexible and strong I've been, so you definitely get that. Just got to stick with it and keep at it, even if you get discouraged. There were several times I got discouraged in the beginning, and you definitely just got to keep at it, and it gets better.
Yeah. Did you ever, when you started, think you'd be doing all the things that you're doing now, and like the showcases and the solos and like all the stuff?
No.
I'm
not one
you really
for performing.
surprised me and inspired me. You're definitely
thank you.
come such a long way, and it's been amazing watching you grow and thrive and just conquer the air and the pole and the floor and everything. So
Yeah, the confidence,
Keep going.
definitely you get there with the confidence too,
Yeah.
and that has built over the years. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love it.
all right, that's Danielle, everybody. Come take a class. Don't be scared. You might grow up to be like her. So
Yeah, you'll love it.
yeah.